I did a consultation today with somebody that went to the ER a couple weeks ago with severe abdominal pain to the point of nausea, vomiting, passing out. They did blood work at the ER, and she sent me a portion of the blood work, but not all of the blood work. So basically, I have the CBC with differential. That's all I have to go on. And the CT scan of her abdomen. She has a tiny ovarian cyst, which is very common directly after ovulating, and she had just ovulated. The bigger part that they weren't going to tell her about was that she had kidney stones. She also has gallstones, and they didn't tell her that either. Her husband read it on the CT scan report, and that's why they booked the appointment with me. However, the thing that was more concerning to me was that I'm looking at the CBC with differential, and this woman left the ER with pain meds and anti-nausea meds. That's what she left the ER with. If you've heard me talk at all, you know that the white blood cell count should look a certain way. The neutrophils should be at 60%, the lymphocytes should be at 30%, the monocytes should be at 7%, eosinophils at 3%, and basophils at 1%. If any of those are high, it means that something else in that group set is low. The total has to add up to 100. Neutrophils are indication of bacterial and fungal infections. Lymphocytes are indication of viral and potentially mold or fungal infections. Monocytes are viral. Eosinophils are allergens, including environmental and food. Basophils are typically allergens. Eosinophils could also be parasites. Neutrophils, 92%. The lab flagged it as high in the hospital, and they let her leave without doing further testing to find out where this bacterial/fungal infection was. Told her it wasn't a big deal. Told her it was nothing and it would probably go away on its own. So we take a full history. I've had her fill out the questionnaires. There's some yeast imbalance in the questionnaires. There's parasites in the questionnaires. There's small intestinal bacterial overgrowth in the questionnaires that pop up. Mitochondrial dysfunction pops up in the questionnaire as being something that we need to address. And then also mold and some tick-borne illness stuff. And she was bitten by a tick a few years ago while pregnant. And they gave her antibiotics, but they didn't address it beyond that. We agreed on her protocol. We're moving forward with it. All that's fine. And then she sends me a message this afternoon that says she's done this full body intelligence test by Viome. It's a $400 test. The results of the Viome test are everything that came back positive in the questionnaires. One of the reasons I have people fill out the questionnaires is because I can get so much data and we can save so much money on testing. Plus, the Viome test, they don't really tell you what to do next, so then you still have to hire someone to tell you, based on these test results, here's what you would do. It's great that companies like Viome and Quest are allowing people to order their own labs and look at things on their own. However, if you don't know what to do with the data, it doesn't help you. If you've got lab work that you'd like reviewed, or you've gone and done an independent test and you don't know what the results mean or what to do to solve the problems, there's a link. You can fill out the application. Be happy to do a consultation and put together your plan.